Hello, dear Gemini. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. This is your mid-month of December 2018 General and Love Divine Spread. Thank you for your patience. Today is actually the 16th of December. Unfortunately, it's a very, very busy time right now, so that's why the readings are not up on time. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for all that you do for my channel, for the whole year of being here, supporting my channel, and every single thing that you do. The comments, the likes, the shares, I do appreciate everything, and I do hope that you all have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, and I will be back to wish you a Happy New Year, because I will be uploading some more readings. Look out for those. Please press the little bell so that you could be notified when I upload. Let's see for dear Gemini, what is your Karma Dharma position card message? Here we are, and we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is a number 9. It's a major arcana. All these cards are major arcana, so that's why I'm using them, because I need to get a message from above. For those of you that don't understand, I've had a couple of questions. The cards that I'm using actually are already written in the description box below, so if you need to, please reference that. Now for the reading here, I'm using this new deck. It's the Mystical Tarot, and it's by Giuliano Costa. That's what it looks like. It's from Italy, so you may want to, if you like that deck, purchase it. All right, the Hermit, number 9, one step before the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Hermit is the energy of Virgo. Virgo is the house of routine, health. Virgo is a pure energy, and Virgo can be quite discriminative. So you may be going within, becoming the Hermit, hoping to be enlightened by the divine from, your higher source, whatever you believe in. So some of you may also be dealing with a Virgo. Now, both Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury, so I want to speak a little bit about Mercury, which is now in Sagittarius. It's quickly moving closer to Jupiter. So they will be conjunct, the extravagant, huge Jupiter, which brings, beneficial energies to our life. It expands. Mercury is the messenger. It's news, it's conversations, it's information. So, having Mercury in the sign opposite its rulership, because Sagittarius is opposite Gemini, it's not that strong there, but Jupiter will expand. Mind you, when they meet up, when Jupiter and Mercury meet up in the sky, the moon will be in Gemini. So I believe that there's going to be a lot of information, things that have been hidden. What is the moon? It's the mother. It's intuitive energies. It's also very emotional, okay, because the moon is our emotions. Also, I believe that there will be a lot of communication on an emotional level, but I believe that it's going to be positive, because Sagittarius is all about the truth. It's all about looking at the bigger picture. It's going on an adventure. It's Sagittarius is also foreign places and people from a different culture, from a different religion, as well as Sagittarius is also the law. And one thing I wanted to say was that it's a very beneficial time right now. It's a very positive time. So hopefully that will work out for you in a positive way. The conversations that will be made, will be taking place, will work out to your favor. Venus will also be out of its shadow, so it's still in Scorpio, and Scorpio is intimacy, it's, you know, death and transformation. So whatever was hidden in anything to do with love, your values, projects, Venus will be moving into new territory. So that will be interesting. There will also be a beautiful trine, a very positive aspect from Venus onto Neptune. Venus in Scorpio, Neptune in Pisces, its rulership. So that will be interesting too, because Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. Neptune can be quite disillusioning, you know, especially when it's really strong in Pisces, but it can also be the divine love. So I will leave it at that. I think that they're meeting up, yes, Jupiter and Mercury will be meeting up on the 22nd, around the solstice. So that's going to be very interesting. Let's lay your cards, Gemini. I think I've spoken enough. Let's, you know, let's look at the cards. Gemini, mid-December till end of December or around there, 2018. Okay, the root of the issue is the Four of Cups. What is hidden from your sight is the Chariot. Now the North Node is in Cancer, so this is beautiful. The Chariot is overcoming obstacles. It's also the sign of Cancer. Now we've got a full moon on the 22nd or 23rd, depending on where you are in the world. A full moon in Cancer, and we know that full moons are culminations. So what did you wish for 6 months ago? Whatever you wished for, whatever wishes you sent out to the universe should be culminating now. The completion is here, and the full moon is, you know, it reflects the sun, the sun's rays. So that's why it's a full moon. It's opposite, you know, opposite the sun. So I want to say that there will be an enlightenment, information, clarity. Okay, and anything to do with Cancerian matters. Cancer is the home, the mother, your foundation, your family, as well as wanting to be loved and nurtured, just like being a child. Okay, that's what Cancer is all about. Let's take the recent past. We've got the World, very Saturnian, 2 major arcanas already. In the now position, 10 of Pentacles, Gemini, looking pretty good up to here. Your crowning card, and this is your goal, is the 4 of Wands. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. Now, was it Cancer? Yes. For those of you that are dealing with a Cancerian sun, moon, or rising, or if you've got sun, moon, or rising Cancer, I shouldn't say sun because unless you're a cross watcher, moon or rising in Cancer, I would suggest you go and watch the Cancerian reading because they had the same card, and I referenced this depiction, this building, this tower, and the way that it is built. There is a very important message in this card, and I've explained it in the Cancers reading. Please do watch that if you are dealing with a Cancerian, as I said. Now, the action and advice to take is your card, Gemini. So this is the Lovers. The outcome for you, dear Gemini, is the 10 of Cups. It doesn't get any better than this. What's happening in the divine position? Before I start to celebrate and pop the champagne for you, what's in the divine position? And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So very slow moving. But you know what, dear Gemini? This is one of the most wonderful reading spreads that I've ever done for you. And I absolutely love it. And I'm going to say it's probably the best reading that I've done in this group of readings for December. Let's see from the Black Moon Astrology cards. Spirit guides and angels, what is the message for Gemini, mid-December till end of December? One card for Gemini. And we've got 6th house routine, the Hermit again. This is very Virgo, this card. So, it is a number 30. Now that breaks down to a 3, which is growth and expansion. 3 is also the number of the Empress. Now, 3s are always about manifestation. But I believe that with the Hermit here, you're one step before the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarian energy. Now, could you be moving into Sagittarian, into the Wheel of Fortune when, because Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, is there in its home sign. Now, because your ruler is going to touch upon Jupiter, it's going to move over because Mercury moves much faster than Jupiter. Could that be the time where you're going to get an indication of a reading, of this reading? Let's see. Okay, so routine, 6th house, again, health, again, pure. Virgo, as I said, could be very discriminative, looking at the finer details. Now, with the Hermit, I'm going to advise you that you need to go within. Take time out, become the Hermit. You may come across some important information. Either that, or if you can, just take 5 minutes to yourself and just clear your head and be open to receive, because the Hermit receives the enlightenment. Now, we've got the 4 of Cups. At the foundation is the 4 of Cups, and this is an offer that's coming through. But as you can see here, this person is not happy at all. Now, they're not happy, with this offer. Maybe someone has offered to you. If you are dealing with a water sign, I'm going to say Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because we've got the, the Chariot here, which is a number 7. It's the divine bringing you forward momentum. The Chariot says that you overcome any obstacles. The Chariot says that you're in the driver's seat. Now, the Chariot, even though you're holding on to the reins, it's the universe that's driving you. It's not your power, but the universe, which is giving you the power. Okay, you're getting pushed from behind. This is the universe pushing you through any obstacles. Now, whatever offer you are not accepting or you have not received yet, even though this is the position of the past, for each and every one of you, this is going to be different. Some of you may have already given this offer, received this offer, but maybe it wasn't the right time to accept it. Maybe there were issues, family obligations. You could not even look at it because he's not even looking at that Ace of Cups. He's focusing on those 3 of Cups, and he's upset. You can see with the way his stance is. He's really upset. He's not happy. So 4s always speak of home and family. Now, it looks as though this person is in real pain. He's either in a really bad psychological state or he's sleeping. He's having a nap beneath the tree, which says that he would be very weary, very tired. So what this message is telling me here is that you could be in a state of, not being present when this offer comes through or when it came through. So take time out, look at the details, become the hermit. Now, in the recent past, we've got the World card, and this is a card of completing a karmic cycle. That's what Saturn is all about. Saturn is the Lord of Karma, the Lord of Time, and Saturn opposes lessons in life that can be really harsh sometimes. Now, this is beautiful Venus, Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Now, we've got a lot of fixed energy here because depicted is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. So this is difficult energy. It's stubborn energy. Whatever this is, it is the completion though. You've gone through the lessons, that's it. Once there is a completion, there's obviously a new cycle beginning. So you're at the stage of completing this cycle, something new is around the bend. Now, for some of you, you could be hoping to travel. You may be dealing again with foreign places and people. Some of you may even be traveling to visit family. In the now position, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which 10s always break down to an ace. So, there's a completion here with the money. There is a point of success where it breaks down and you begin something new. Now, if we tie this in with the completion of a karmic cycle, the next step would be that you're getting to the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles can speak of very good money coming through, but also this speaks of family situations, a family business, the money of the family. This could be a will that's being opened for some of you. This could be, striking it lucky, through lucky games. Whatever this is a celebration. This is a celebration because we've got the Four of Wands. Now, we've got the Four of Wands here and we've got the Four of Cups here. So this is your crowning card, which says that this is what's on your mind. Now, the Four of Wands is a celebration. It's a marriage. It's marrying into a lot of money. It's marrying into someone, one of you may be someone who's very influential financially. You've succeeded within a business, or you've got the support of the family, and that's why you come from a very stable foundation. Whichever is the case, the Four of Wands is a card for me of stability. Now, this particular card with the Mystical Tarot, with this tower, it just speaks of the different dimensions because of the way the tower is built. Now, I believe that we, travel when we sleep. I believe that we are present on different dimensions at the same time. And this could speak of a twin flame relationship. Why do I say that? Because we've got the different, different levels. 3, 4, 5D, up to 10. I haven't even counted. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It shows 7, up to the 7th dimension here. Now, I believe that these two people that are coming together have been on different dimensions. They're probably, twin flames usually are two halves of a whole that have been separated for a reason, and they come together during certain lives. Our soul travels from one life to the other. And I believe that with this card being in the crowning position of your reading, for some of you, this is a twin flame relationship. We've even got the Lovers card here. Now, look at the Archangel from above. The Archangel is ready to shoot that bow and arrow, ready to put these two people on the same page, because it looks as though there is some sort of a disagreement here. Now, there is some sort of an important decision that's necessary for you to make. But if we look at the line across here, we've got 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Lovers. That speaks of financial and physical stability, as well as support from family. Here we've got the foundation, the celebration, the commitment. Here we've got the Lovers, which is a 6. It's a balance, and that's Libra. The Lovers, for me, because it's a 6, it's as though we're talking about partnerships and relationships, because there are two people here. Now, this could be a love situation. For others of you, this could be just, some sort of a relationship. Could it be through family? There are many types of love. There is love from a mother to a child. If we write down how many different types of love there are, then, one page is not enough. So here we've got another 10. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups breaks down to the 1. So there is some sort of a completion here. There is a completion here where you've finished a cycle and now you're ready to move on to the next cycle. For those of you that have been in a long-term relationship where there was no commitment, things are changing. Things are changing. Now, this is what you've been, this is the root of the issue. This is the foundation. This is where the reading stems from an offer of stability, an offer of moving in together. This is a 4. An offer of a foundation being built even within business, because we've got Pentacles here, we've got money, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which for me, the Knight of Pentacles is, they say that this is the energy of Virgo. Now, it could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. All 3 earth signs are very slow moving. But I think out of all the earth signs, Taurus is the slowest. So I'm going to say Taurus here. Taurus is here, the energy of Taurus. And let me take some more cards now, even though we do have the 6th house, which is Virgo. Dear Gemini, so in your 7th house is where the sun is. So that's the house of Libra. It's the natural house of Libra, which is the 7th house. But, wow, it's the house of Libra, but for you, for Gemini, it's Sagittarius. So the sun is there, Jupiter is there, Mercury is there. For you, your 6th house is Scorpio, and that's where Venus is. So anything to do with your routine, your projects, your values, this is what's transforming now for you. And this is Scorpio for you. Your 6th house is Scorpio. Scorpio is intimacy, death, and transformation. So this is a very, amazing information that, when you add it up together, when you do the math, you get all the information. Now look what fell on top of the 4 of Cups, as well as the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the 5 of Wands. But in this deck here, I don't see many arguments. It's just 5 people not being on the same page. Now 5 is a number of imbalance. But also with these people, they're looking at each other and saying, okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to make this work? How are we going to build on this? Let's take a card. I want to look at, firstly, I want to look at the hidden position, which is the card of Cancer, Chariot. And we've got a card. We've got Libra, Justice. Okay, this is number 11, and this is what you don't know. For those of you that do know, that number 11 is that new portal that you're going through. Yes, believe it or not, this is a number 11. You're going through the justice system. You're going through divorce. You're going through partnership issues, but you're overcoming obstacles. As I was saying before, for those of you that have been in a long-term relationship, it looks as though you're taking your relationship to the next level. For those of you that are meeting someone new, you could be dealing with a Virgo, and I've already mentioned the signs. So Virgo is very prominent here. I've already mentioned Taurus, and it could also be for some of you, it could be Capricorn or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, all these signs, because of this card. And we've also got, as I said, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I know I've said a few signs, but, you know, this is a general reading. I will look at some more cards and see what else comes out. But Libra is the house of partnership. You're going through those two pillars. You're going through a new doorway. Justice will reveal itself. Now, going through a number 11 means drastic change in your life. Okay, this is the beginning. You're going through that birthing canal, dear Gemini. But when you get to the end, and it's not easy, giving birth is not an easy process. Even the child that goes through that birth canal, and many times I do see Venus here as the, being birthed because she's in the uterus here. For the child, it's very hard as well. It's not only hard for the mother. So let's see what's happening with the card of Saturn, the World card. And we've got the Fool. Wow! Gemini. Look at that. Oh, goosebumps on my goosebumps. I was saying at the end of every cycle, there is a beginning of a new cycle. Look at where the Fool is running into. Now, the Fool is going on an adventure, and that's what Sagittarian time is all about. A lot of you are starting a new cycle. You're ready to take that leap. You're plunging in. You're running to meet your destiny. Wow, what did I just say? Running to meet your destiny, yes. Congratulations. Congratulations, dear Gemini. Some of you are going on a world trip. Now, the Fool is Aries energy. Uranus, which is the rebel, which is the major shift. It's the planet that brings in the shifts. It's like the tower. Is at the end, it's at the final degrees, almost 29 degrees of Aries. It is retrograde still. But on the 7th of January, it's moving direct. It will be moving into Taurus very soon, roughly April. So that's where we're moving into our values. Everyone is being shifted onto what they value in their life. And wow, this, as you can see, this card, it's amazing. It is utterly amazing. This cliff that the Fool is jumping off, is at a very, very high altitude. Very high. So it's as though It's as though this Fool is up in the air. So this is a very, there's a lot of very high mountains here. I don't know what that means for you. Okay, next we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see what that's all about. So we've got 4 major arcanas here. 5 major arcanas. This is amazing. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles here on the 10 of Pentacles. So it looks as though there has been hardship here, but you go from the 5 to the 10. So that is like very quick progression. Wow. Now, if you look at this depiction here, this person is missing a limb. There is, major concern here. Someone is really wounded very badly. This is a very sad energy here. Both people are suffering. Whatever you've gone through, dear Gemini, whatever was happening in this cycle that you are ending, it has really, really hit you hard. You or your partner or the person that you are dealing with. But thankfully, we go from the 5 to the 10. Now, 5s bring in change. So is this support from the family? Is this support from the divine with all these major arcanas? So usually in the 5 of Pentacles, we've got 2 people outside of a church. Here it does not show a church, which says to me that I think that both people did not believe that they could actually get to the 10 of Pentacles. That's what I think happened here. They either were not spiritually aligned or they were not on the same spiritual level at the time. Or I should say at the time, for a lot of you, it's going to be now. The time we're going through now, roughly. Now, we're not all born on the same day, so for everyone, this is at a different point in time. Let's look at the 4 of Wands. And we've got the Moon. The Moon, again, Cancer or Pisces. Now, as I said, could it be roughly around about when, 21st, 22nd, 23rd of the month, when we've got that full moon in Cancer on the 22nd, that you get the indication of some sort of a success and stability. Now, the moon is also psychic ability, and with a full moon, we've got a lot of psychic ability. So look at your dreams, pay attention. You may receive messages through those. The moon is also fear, grave fear for the worst. Let's look at the Lovers. And we've got Temperance, again, Sagittarius. Look at this angel. This is your spirit guides, your angels, and the divine. Now, I don't know which angel you believe in, which archangel. Archangel Michael is my guide, and his powers are amazing. So Sagittarius is a card of healing. It's a card of foreign places and people and all the things that I mentioned for Sag. The sun is in Sagittarius. You need to have patience and healing will come through. Okay. Another major arcana, dear Gemini. Another major. Now, I want you to look at the reflection. Look at the reflection down the bottom where the water, she's dipping her foot into the water. Isn't that amazing? The depictions here are beautiful. Something is being worked upon for you. Just let it go, Gemini. Leave it to the divine. You are being guided. You are being guided just to try and align and just take 5 minutes to yourself. Let's look at the 10 of Cups. Well, Gemini. 2 of Cups. Two of Cups. Soulmate, twin flame. Lots of love here. Lots of love. You're proposing a toast. You're celebrating. And again, in the background, look in the background, right between the two people here, we've got a very tall mountain. Just like the Fool. So you're taking a plunge into, and you're risking moving into a new cycle, going on a new adventure in love, in partnership, in relationship, whatever the partnership or relationship is about. As I said, it could be involving family, even business, because we've got money here. So if we add these two cards, 10 and 2 equal 12, which breaks down to the 3. Now, if we look at the 10 of Cups as a 1, plus the 2, it's a 3 of Cups again. It's a celebration. So we've got a very strong water sign here. Cancer, Pisces, and I'm going to say Pisces as well, because Scorpio not so much, even though Venus is in Scorpio now, because even here on the card it does show Pisces. Okay, for me, because the moon rules Cancer, that's why I say Cancer, and we are having a full moon in Cancer. So yeah, let's look at this Knight of Pentacles, see where he's heading. You know, there's not a lot that needs to be said here. And we've got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Again, going through that portal, having the world in your hands, looking across the seas. Oh my God. There is that tower again. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dimensions on this one. Again, mountains in the background, a dry climate. Now, there is a choice to be made. It looks as though there's going to be some sort of a meeting. But the Knight of Pentacles here, he seems to be crippled for some reason. And when I say he seems to be crippled, it looks as though, you know, there's a difference. You know, these two people are in a different place. But the meeting will take place. But look at the slow movement here with this Knight. And look at the crippled person here. Something to do with a literal, you know, missing a limb, being crippled, not being able to walk properly. Or it could be just metaphorically that someone is crippled, which says that the power is not in their hand. They can't do things that they want for whatever reason, and all the things that I've mentioned up to here. But don't worry, because we've got justice here. Justice in the hidden position. This is what you don't know. Wow. I love this deck. We've got the 8 of Swords that just fell out. I was going to look at the Hermit card. So being bound and tied up, not being able to move. So this is a perception, of course. Let me take one more, and then I will take some Sibillas. And we've got the Strength card. Wow, Leo, another major arcana. All your reading is full of majors. Look, Gemini, this is not in your hands. Whether you like it or not, this is not in your hands. Okay? As I said before, let it go, and things are going to take their course. Just let it go. Let's look at some Sibillas. Now, I don't want to look at a lot. Some of you, you know, there's strong Leo here. So Leo could be, again, sun, moon, or rising. The Strength card, it speaks of sticking to your guns, having the courage to take time out and, you know, align with the divine. For those of you that are worried about that, for those of you that are thinking that you cannot do this. You have the power to do that. Now, trust issues. There could be trust issues here, but look at the power that the woman has above this animal, this lion, which is usually the king. So the king always speaks of royalty. Now, I don't know what royalty speaks of to you. It looks as though the feminine energy is much stronger for you at this time than the masculine. Let's take three Sibillas on the Hermit, Eight of Swords, and the Strength card. We've got Gelosia, which is past hurt, regrets, jealousy, of course, again. And it's a number 8, which is the House of Scorpio. Here we've got Allegrezza al Cuore, which is like the 5 of Cups, you know, mulling over what didn't go well, but you've got something, you know, you've got something that is coming in your future, in your near future. But you're not focusing on that. You're focusing at what didn't go well in the past. And there's another meaning here that there's 3 people. This could have been a love triangle. Maybe some of you were in love with the wrong person. Others of you, this is a true celebration. Okay? This is a true celebration. Because 5s always bring in the change, yeah? And we've got delirante, deliriousness. Now, deliriousness can be a very neutral card for me. But when it's next to a card of celebration, logically it would be a, you know, positive card. Now, this is the nine of Wands. Sorry, this is the 9 of Wands. So almost being at the end. 9 of Wands. Protecting what you've built. This is support from the family, and what just fell out is the card of hope, Speranza. And again, number 8, Scorpio. 8 of Cups, growing spiritually. The Speranza is a card of fear and a card of hope as well. So there's a lot to do with spirituality here. 8 is again the number of the Strength card. So it says that you've got the support of the divine. Don't lose hope. Do not lose hope. And do not stay stuck in your fear either. Because you are not alone. Let's look at, I would like to look at the divine position, which, you know, we've got here. I'm going to take 3 Sibillas on both these positions. So the 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, which is very, very slow moving, as well as the 2 of Wands. And we have Il Nemico, which is again number 11. It's the snake, it's the enemy, it's the difficult energy, but it's also changes, you know, changes ahead of you. You are the snake that is shedding its skin. There is a lot of change here in your reading. Even though we did not get the card of Scorpio, Scorpio is very, very present. We've got Imeneo, which is a spiritual bond, and I did speak about a twin flame. Look at this. Someone is popping the question. Someone is getting married. And this is like the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is information. This is a successful new beginning. And here we've got Alegria, which is merriment and happiness. Now, this is the 9 of Clubs, which could be, it's like the, oh, yeah. Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords. Wow, so worry. Worry, not being able to sleep at night. But this is also, you know, things that are changing. Whatever transformation is happening here, with the alegria, the end last card is, look at these people celebrating. But there is behind the scenes, there is a lot of worry here for this new beginning. So you go from the 1 straight to the 9. I'm going to take one more Sibilla on that. One more. And we've got a malato, which is low morale, feeling psychologically very down, psychologically not being well. Now this could be a literal illness, and I'm going to take one more. One more. And wow, we've got the denaro. The denaro is like the Ace of Pentacles, but it's also like the 6 of Cups. So children, innocence, trust issues, someone from your past. Now this is someone who is getting married. They're having a brand new beginning. This is like the Ace of Pentacles, and it's going to be a financially stable marriage as well. Now someone is not happy here. Someone is not believing in the outcome here. Someone is not trusting in the process. Someone is thinking of the worst here. This could be you, this could be your partner if they're cross-watching. I just want to look at the hidden position, which is the card of Cancer, the Chariot, and the Justice. Sorry about the background noise. We've got Donna di Servizio, which is like the servant. Again, this is Virgo. Yeah. Again, Pensiero. Virgo is all over your reading. Wow. Okay, so this is Pensiero. Someone's putting in a lot of thought as to what's going on. And Virgo is your 4th house of stability and foundation. And we've got the casa. Look at the house. Look at the stability. This is like the 2 of Cups. This is a home. This is a foundation, a business. Now, some of you may be thinking very seriously about moving away from a home. Moving away from something that was, a relationship where there was no balance. And you're moving towards a new home. And when I say new home or new stability, new foundation, it could speak of a new business, it could speak of a new relationship, could be a literal new home, and it could even be a new home in another country. Okay, so, all right, dear Gemini, I think I will leave it at that, and I've got background noise and I'm not appreciating it. Someone's not being careful. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings for this festive season. But as I said before, look out for some more readings before the end of the year. Have a beautiful Christmas. Sending you lots of love. Oh, what a reading this was. Bye-bye.